Well, good morning, Scorpio Mama Joshua. Hey, y'all. Yeah, double tap the screen. Y'all make sure y'all share me out. Good morning, Joe. Hi, honey. Hey, y'all. Y'all up early. What's cracking, lacking, baby? Well, Scorpio Mama, I don't know. But no, y'all, this a piggyback off Too Strong Live. Y'all, I was up there rolling yesterday, okay? Like really rolling. All right. Look, I'm gonna do this because I don't know who gonna pop in here. I'm hoping the ladies pop out. Wait, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because y'all know, I like to do a whole bunch of talking. Okay, good. Okay, good. So, okay, what y'all doing this morning? All right, y'all up? Yeah, make sure y'all share the live. Share the live. Hey, Anaya. Hey, Janice. Anaya, why you ain't got no wrench over here? Hold on, let me y'all know what's funny? I be thinking I'll have to bust out my Anaya, you took your channel down? Cause I know I gave you a wrench. Let me tell y'all something. I took the channel down and YouTube took my wrenches from everywhere. And everybody was treating me funny like a little redhead stepchild. Oh Vaughn, I didn't notice you weren't blue. How y'all not noticing out, how y'all not noticing? Okay? All right. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I think so much of myself. I'm rolling. I think so much of myself, y'all. I be feeling like, how come don't nobody else notice what I notice about myself? Okay? You know what I'm saying? See, my old community. So, and I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna stop saying old community because it's really kind of dead now. It's like everybody moved out. Some people still trying to live over there, you know, but yeah. Hey, Miss Mimi. Hey, Janice. Good morning, Janice. Hey, y'all. Joe, she at work. Okay, Joe, you haven't said, girl. Yeah, I can't wait till I get me a job again, so I can say important. Okay, all right. I'm better at this, being at home, not working, taking care of kids. Like, first of all, ain't no feel. I know I'm better than this. Let me just keep it real. I am so much better than this. All right, all right. But I'm trying to do the right thing and take care of other business, so I could get me a job or whatever. And it's not but like a career. You know what I'm saying? Some money. You know what I'm saying? Some real money. Now, I'm not saying, I'm above, you know, the type of jobs I've already worked, because truthfully, I'm tempted to get back out here and just be working. You know what I'm saying? You know, because once again, I'm being transparent and honest and letting y'all know. I feel I'm too good to be at home taking care of kids. This is a man job, okay? Not a woman, okay? All right. What she say? She said, Scorpio mama, my boo. Yeah, I love Scorpio mama, okay? Let me tell y'all something. I'm planning a trip, okay? I'm hoping I handle my business before the next winter or during the next winter, because the upcoming summer, I really, you know what I'm saying? I want to get back to work. Y'all pray for me, okay? All right? Pray for me, all right? Don't pray on me, pray for me. And I am trying to give you your wrench for acting like they don't know who I am. Oh, put your password in. Y'all know it's me. I don't like to feel, you know, like people don't know me. But my own computer pretends they don't know me. Okay. But let me tell y'all something. What you say, Scorpio mama? Vaughn, you really don't need no job right now. You still got time. I know I do, Scorpio mama. Okay, y'all, I'm back. My bad. I'm bad. My bad. Okay, Miss Mimi. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I look so cute, y'all. I can't wait to do this photo shoot for real. Hey, Miss Alice, girl. Hey, look. Not sure, Miss Alice. No. Miss Mimi, you know I'm very important. Okay, in my real life. Now let me stop. Let me stop. Okay, y'all. So what Janice say? Okay, Janice happy. I'm sorry, y'all. My bad. Okay, when my phone ring, depending on who it is, I have to answer it. You know what I'm saying? So it was an important call, and I love y'all. Y'all important too. I thought y'all heard me say, hold on, y'all. Okay, she said it's something about Alice I can't get enough of. Same here, Scorpio Mama. But the queen is in the house. Okay, I'm reading y'all comments. Hey, SBK. Um, Miss Alice say, what's going on? I'm worried about my little one working for Uncle Sam and not receiving payment while working. Janice, we don't believe in working and not getting no check. Okay? Wait, you talking about me? Wait, I'm confused. You a little one? Oh yeah, you do got kids. Okay, so yeah. Um, you got to do like my my grandfather did when I was working and I was younger. Him and my cousin came up to the job, you know, and let my boss know, he couldn't play with me like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I'm a little crazy, but my family is a little crazier. Okay, but see, they know how to get things done without doing all the extra stuff that I do. And I appreciate them for that. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Sometimes I be feeling that way about my YouTube family. I be feeling like, you know, y'all, yeah. Sometimes. Okay, we're not going into all of that today. Okay, but just listen. Okay, she said, "Girl, furlough military. Furlough means when you get sent home. Um, when you have permission to get sent home for a a temporary amount of time, right, Janice? I'm gonna be honest. I only ever heard of furlough when I was watching Orange Is the New Black, and she got furlough to go to her grandma funeral or whatever. But I be trying to remember the meaning of stuff, after I look it up. But okay, but anyway, y'all listen. So, good morning. Okay. What did I say? I said this was a piggyback off Too Strong Live. I was gonna drop the link. I think Miss Mimi back in here. But y'all know I like to talk long and stuff. Yeah, yes, having or going to work without payment due to the guy in the big house. Yeah, because was they working job? I don't know. I can't remember. Not Shanice, but Janice. But y'all listen, okay? So remember we was talking about like our struggles or whatever. We didn't really get a whole lot into it because we started talking about other stuff. But SBK did a live yesterday too, y'all. Well, he did a premiere on his social media, make people go crazy. Is y'all in this Nicki Minaj and Cardi B beef? Is y'all seeing this? Hey Nunya, how you doing? Is y'all seeing this man? Them two is acting crazy. Like for real. It's both of them. Well, I'm gonna say this. Nikki started it, okay? But it's definitely both of them. They on there talking about kids, okay? You know, they really talking about kids. Cardi is pregnant. Do y'all know that when you beefing with somebody while you pregnant, that's who your baby gonna look like? It happened to me, okay? I'm gonna say it happened to me all four times because I couldn't stand my husband and I couldn't stand his sister. Okay, my sister-in-law, whom I love. We good now. But my girls came out looking just like them. Okay, all right. And my boys came out looking just like my father. okay? Because I couldn't stand my father when I was pregnant with my boys, okay? I know y'all like Vaughn, so you was beefing all four times. Look, okay, I stay with an op, okay? let, let me stop. What she say? You, yeah, Scorpio mama, you can mark your kids. Yep, that's what my auntie said. You didn't curse the babies. Yep, curse them. Okay, you know. So, I'm like, Cardi, don't be arguing with nobody and you pregnant girl. What is wrong with you? But I was saying all that to say, I think social media do make us a little crazy because I didn't slid on a couple people before. And when it, I'm gonna say this though, when it all dies down after you done slid, you really be feeling kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Cardi, in my opinion, is eating up Nikki over there, with her little drags, because once again Nikki started it. I'm usually on the winning team side, like, but in this case, I'm on Cardi's side because it's like, why is you starting with that girl? You know, why did you start? She said, I don't like the batch or ninja words. I'm rolling. I am rolling. But it's like, why is you starting with that girl? Okay. Why do people start internet beef with people? Like, why do we do that? And then it was like people was in the comments basically telling Cardi, like, yo, they both do too much, Miss Mimi. Yeah. It's like, you know what, Miss Mimi? Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. I wasn't gonna do it until after I got through saying what I'm saying, but I think you probably busy, so you probably ain't gonna be up here long. She said behind the screen bully scary cats. Yeah, it's weird because it was like she was like the album, I didn't take no slugs at you in my album. The album wasn't about you at all. This is what Cardi is saying to Nicki. And it's like Nicki just started coming at her. And it's like, what's the problem? Like, what is really the problem? Like, you going through something, Nicki? Or you just need or you just wanted to prove a point that you done sold more records than her. It's like, and okay, this is what I wanted to say. Cardi made a really good point that I can relate to. She told Nicki, like, yo, why ain't you out here picking fights with your peers? Why you out here messing with me? You know what I'm saying? I was in high school when you got started. And that I can relate to that for real, for real. Like when it comes to the internet beef, because it's like a lot of people that I done got into it with, it's like, man, y'all, I've even said it. Y'all got degrees and, some of y'all got houses and nice cars. You know what I'm saying? Why is y'all messing with me? What is the problem? You know, I'm just trying to get started in life. You know what I'm saying? And it be a little confusing sometimes. But I felt Cardi on that. Like what did I do to you? I'm younger than you. You got more money than me. Okay. You got more fans than me. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, like I'm on Cardi's side, okay? Because I have more children, okay, than all of my ops. All right. Hey, Miss Mimi.
Hey girl, good morning.
Good morning. You in a good mood? You sound
I
good.
am. It's nice outside. I'm sitting outside with my dog. We're getting some vitamin D. It's very
Hmm.
nice today. It's not too
Oh,
hot
wait,
yet.
wait, wait. You sitting in a she shed?
No, now I'm sitting out now. The she shed, you can't be nosy. But see, when I'm on the front in the garage,
You funny.
I can't see no traffic or nothing in the back. I can just see the hills and that's it.
Mhm.
So it's kind of boring in the back when you're sitting back by yourself. But you know what, I did used to go when I first started going live. I would go back there
Mhm.
because it's like screened in and everything. I got to worry about the bugs fighting anything, and it was just nice and relaxing. When I first started going live, I really liked it out there. Yeah, especially
Mhm.
around this time of year, the fall, when the weather's changing and it's not too hot and it's not too cold. It's just right. So,
Mhm.
and the color, the color of the foliage, the leaves on the trees. But I was gonna say, I think sometimes people start beef because I think with Cardi and Nikki, I think in Nikki, a lot of times when people get older, they see that
Mhm.
there is a changing of the guard and they don't
Mhm.
want to relinquish their spot or their position. And Nikki don't realize, you've had your time. And you know how
Mhm.
it is in the industry, unless you have music that's like that crosses over time, like say Earth, Wind, and Fire, Patti LaBelle,
Mhm.
all the older artists that really, really sing. You know what I mean? Like they're
Mhm.
not on auto tunes, because when you go to the concert, you don't recognize the music. You'd be like, "Who in the world is this?" But anyway, I just think sometimes there's a changing of the guard, and people don't want to, realize some, it is what it is. The next
Mhm.
best hottest thing come out, they gone. And Nikki had her time. She was good at the time, you know.
Mhm.
And Cardi is now what's happening, what's popping, and her a little bit, Glorilla, and the other little youngins coming up, they'll be, taking their spot and stuff. That's just the way
It's
it
like
goes.
I don't see anything wrong with healthy competition. I
Right.
don't see anything wrong with like the female rap thing cuz I'm going to be honest. I'm not really all into it like that,
No, me
but
neither.
I don't like because I'm going to be honest, when Nicki Minaj first came out, I really didn't like her. I
I
really
ain't
didn't
care for
care
her
for her
music
like
either.
that.
Right.
But I did like the whole because I did it the bang with the color hair. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What was the song? Itty Bitty Piggy. Everybody was rapping
Yeah.
that. 5-star chick. But it's like she's so mean spirited in my opinion.
She is
Yeah,
mean.
it's like, yo, why you such like is she kind of give hater vibe? But it's like a lot of people be like, oh, I love Nikki, I looked up to her, but she's so mean. And it's like I don't, and I noticed that.
Her people say she mean, so
Yeah,
she's mean.
I noticed that like people that people really like for real, and then it's like, oh, I met my idol and they mean or they mistreated
Uh-uh.
me. It's like I can relate to that because I be liking people, I be looking up to them, I be wanting to be like them, and then it be like, they want me to what is it? Stay underneath them. Like we only cool because I'm doing bad. It's like, oh, let me tame,
Preach, girl.
look,
Yes.
look, look, let me tame, young, bad, flip off at the mouth Vaughn. But then when I really start doing good and other people be like, oh, Vaughn, you are doing good. Oh, now all of a sudden they hate me. You
Long
know
as,
what I'm
but
It's
you
like,
got them.
what?
But for real, you got those type of friends. As long as they're on top and you're at the bottom, you're struggling. You got your 4 kids. You're trying to go back to school, do your thing. And the
Yeah.
minute you get where you start achieving your goals and you start leveling the playing field, you'll see people switch up on you. I've seen it in real life.
Yeah,
I,
and Miss Mimi, that happened to me in real life too. It seemed like, and see, that's why, like now, I do have a lot of family. Do I love my
mm,
family? Yes. But I really only talk to my mom a lot more
right.
and her sister and her other sister on
Excuse
my
me.
mother's dad's side. You know what I'm saying? It's like the circle it has gotten a little smaller. Don't get me wrong, I still have support. But when it comes to
I
certain
understand.
stuff, I know who I can say what to because it's like like, as soon as people see you trying to do better, they get to acting funny and oh well, you might as
Bond
well
thinks
just
she better
like,
than everybody
yeah.
now.
Like here it go, here come the little jokes. Oh, you back in school, so you don't even need to go to school. You could just get you a job. It's like, huh? That's not Miss Mimi. I see Miss Mimi.
Girl, I understand.
Miss Miss Mimi.
I told you, tell you I understand.
Miss Mimi. Miss Mimi.
Listening. I'm listening.
Miss Mimi, I want you to hear me loud and clear. While I got my laptop up and I'm talking to you, and I went to go look at you, and why I see Mimi Drew.
Oh Jesus. You just seen it. I told you Drew
Girl,
is my alter ego.
that
Fine.
just threw my whole understanding off. Honest, it did. It just.
I thought you would get a kick out of that.
Oh, I'm getting a kick eye.
I started to
but
change my pick to Drew.
but for real though, like I feel like as women, like okay, let's say what I'm 31. Okay, so like my younger cousins, I don't I when they tell me like oh like certain stuff, they hey too strong, hey girl, hey
Hey
Amanda.
Amanda.
When they tell
Drew's
me
on the panel.
it's like when they be like, oh I want a husband or like they tell me stuff that they want out of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, well, finish school because one of my cousins is in school, one of my cousins is working. My so I tell my cousin that's just working, like, girl, just live your life, go to school, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself together and then do that extra stuff. I don't like talk down to them and oh,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need no man and what you want to get married for, not in a mean spirited, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like some
Just
people
tell her
want to,
like encouraging, like
yeah,
take your time, live your life, do some of the things
yeah,
you want to do. I understand. I tell people that. I used to tell, listen, marriage is lovely, but it's still work. People don't
right.
realize marriage is work because you
But Miss
know,
Mimi, these okay, women that are older than me used to say things totally like, well, what you need to go to school for when your husband got a job, you don't need to have a career. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
no, I
yeah,
understand people saying that, but no, you want to be able to say if and I'm not saying not trying to speak anything, but just say if something happened and
mm-hmm,
what are you gonna do? What is Vaughn gonna do if you don't get the necessary
exactly.
tools that you need just in case? And I'm not saying I'm not speaking anything
No,
negative.
I
I'm
know
just
exactly
saying.
what you're
You
saying.
see
It's
what I'm
like
saying? What are you
it's like
gonna do? No.
have you something going on so you don't depend
Have
on
you
this
a
dude.
rainy day fund? Have you something to
Yeah,
fall back on? I
but it's
went
like
back. Go ahead.
but Miss Mimi, check it. It's like some older women want to be the only one. They want to deter you. Speak. It's like so much stuff I could say, y'all. Okay, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm trying to do this positive kick. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Accentuate the positive. Be all grateful and stuff. So I don't want to get too deep up in the negative part of it.
But two
But it's
positives
like
make a negative, so we'll bring it on back around. You could talk about
right. But
the
Miss Mimi,
pros and the
just
cons.
check it. It's like when I look at the younger people, like my sister, my cousins, well, my
Hmm.
sisters, I want them to do good. I don't
Yes.
care if they surpass me. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if, like, for example, my daughter, Jenny, me and her was having
Yeah.
a conversation the other day. My baby she focused on dancing. She want to be a doctor. You know,
Okay.
it's like that's what I want for her. I want her to be way better as a
You
person
always
and
want better
as
for your kids.
like
That's
in
right.
in success in life than me. Why is it
Yes.
that people don't want that for other people? I've never looked at somebody like even people who like you, for example, you got degrees and stuff. You smart. I don't look at you and like, oh, Miss Mimi thinks she all that because she got all the degrees. It's like I just be wanting to know why people think like that.
A lot
I
of
want to
times I
know
don't
why
tell people
people
for that very reason.
because they
Because
be hating
people
on
will
you.
judge you. Yeah,
Yeah.
they'll judge you too. Oh, she did, and I did get that a lot. And even though I never said a word about
Mhm.
any type of certifications, any type of degrees, anything, I never said that until people start trying to mess with your gangster, and you be like, wait a minute now. But people don't realize I had to work for that. It wasn't an easy way. And I didn't people what people don't realize. I didn't go back to school until my daughter graduated from high school.
Oh,
Because
okay.
when my Kaya graduated from high school, I
Mhm.
went back to college and I did it in 4 years, working a full time job
Mhm.
in school. I would get off from work. and I would get off from work at 3:30, sometimes 4 o'clock. School didn't start till 6, and I
Mhm.
would 6 to 10 at night
Mhm.
for 4 years. I did work full time. I did school full time. I was a wife full time. You might as well say, cause I, cook dinners and stuff. Try to like the day before. Then, if I have leftovers, cause I wouldn't be at home, and I still did ministry. You feel what I'm saying? At the same time, and that was hard work. It wasn't easy. Shoot, girl. I ain't even proud of it, but that's when I started throwing back Patron shots. Girl, it
Yo.
was stressful. Girl, I thought it
Wow.
throwing back Patron shots. That's when Patron was like really hot.
You know I
Uh,
like Patron.
Me too. It's a smooth, especially, but girl, you can't drink too much. Ooh,
No.
child, you can't drink too much of it. But
Miss
yes,
Mimi,
but
no.
girl, to take the edge off, girl, because I would, you be what you call it, stimulated when you get out of
Mhm.
school, and then you try to come home and wind down and go to and get back up at what 5:30 and start all over again because it'll be work at 7. So
Mhm.
it was, hey, that was, people don't realize it's work,
But
but you
see,
know what?
I
I
I'm
was
gonna
gonna
say
tell you
this.
this one more thing. I
What?
was gonna
What?
say this. A lot of times your family is more competitive than your friends.
Mm. Facts.
I'm serious. Your own family sometimes some of them can be your biggest supporters, and some of them can be your biggest haters.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
all I
why
was gonna say.
don't nobody know I'm in school, but my mom and my
Yep,
kids.
don't tell. Well,
The two people who've been put, well, three people, because two of my aunts have degrees. My mom
uh
did
huh.
a little college, but they've always, pushed me to go. Honestly, they, especially my mom. My mom expected me not to like get married and have kids and stuff like she did. She thought I was gonna go off to school and stuff, you know.
Hmm.
But so it's like they've always wanted me to, because they, even though I didn't finish high school, Miss Mimi, they say I'm smart. They always talk about, how creative I can be when I'm in my zone, and how much of a hard
Yes.
worker I am when I actually go to
Yes.
work. Because when I be at work, yeah, I be at work, baby. Okay,
Babe,
like,
like Kaya, you and
yeah,
Kaya the same. She be
yeah,
having three incomes, and I'm
Miss
so proud.
Mimi. Okay.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you what how your mama felt, because I know when Kaya graduated, I wanted her to go away, and I wanted her to go to college and experience, college life on her own. We have dreams and aspirations for our children,
Mhm.
but then life happens. You understand what I'm saying? I wanted her to
Mhm.
go to a HBCU, baby, historic Black college. I wanted her to, because she could have went to Tennessee State University. They got the real nice competitive band. I
Mhm.
wanted her to experience all of that, and that was my thing that I wanted for her. But then life happened, and she was pregnant, and I was so devastated, not like hurt,
Mhm.
but then I'll never forget it. She started spotting, like, a little bit
Mhm.
early on, and I took her we went to the emergency room, and she was scared,
Mhm.
and at that point I was scared, and
Mhm.
and I heard the word. I heard the scripture: before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you.
Mhm.
My heart just, all that, disappointment. I knew that God had a
It
plan
just
for
flew
this.
out the window.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I was concerned because her placenta was detaching, and I'll never forget it. I sat in that ER for hours. I don't know how long, and I just laid my hand on my daughter's belly, and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and
Mhm.
she fell asleep, and I think we both did, and I kind of, I st- I when we was the doctor, before the doctor came in, I said, "Oh, you're gonna be all right." I said, "You having a boy because God showed me His face." And
Mm.
and that was it. And from then on, that's when his was more Hezekiah. And
Mhm.
all her kids, I got to name them because she thought it was about her. The ayah on the back of Micaiah, and all of her kids, Nehemiah, Hezekiah. She thought it was all about her, girl. But I got to name them babies. You hear me?
Yeah. I'm
I
rolling.
got to name them, girl. But anyway, but yeah, we have dreams, mothers. I just, but and you want more for your kids than you did than you had. And but you
Mm-hmm.
know what? I think me walking across that stage as oh, I was what, maybe 39. I was 43. I
Mm-hmm.
think when I got my degree, 43, 44, somewhere around in there, and walking
Mm-hmm.
across that stage as a not an older but a older woman. My daughter saw that, and she went back to school, and got her degree. Got several, got her
Mm-hmm.
several degrees, and she's been talking about going back to get her pharmacologist as a doctor. Her doctorate in pharmacology, because that's what she does. She's done
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things that she set out to do. So don't beat yourself. Don't look down on yourself, because sometimes you got an idea where you want to be. People tell you all the time,
Mm-hmm.
you want to make God laugh, make some plans,
Okay,
because He said, I know the plans that I have for you,
I'm gonna
not
say
to
this.
harm you.
Yeah, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
say this to you though. I never got the vibe that you felt like, oh, because like you said, you never had told. Well, you didn't. Honestly, Miss Mimi, I don't think I found out you was a real minister or whatever, till like a couple months, after we got cool or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when it was, when that bad stuff happened, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, yeah, Miss Mimi got degrees and certifications, and she got this, she got that. It was like, what I say to you, Miss Mimi, dang, I didn't know you had all that. Because you're humble, in my opinion. You don't act
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, I'm just so smart and I know everything. And I think sometimes people, they get that type of attitude when
Mm-hmm.
people have talked down to them. And what I was gonna say is, like, I think Cardi's issue is she be so focused on what people gotta say about her or
Word.
how they feel
Mm-hmm.
about her, and that's what make her. Because honestly, I don't think Cardi isn't humble. I think Nikki is the one that ain't humble, at times. When it's like, oh, I'm doing better than you or whatever. And if you
Mm-hmm.
think back, all the stuff that Nikki went through when she was younger, and how bad people was talking about her,
Yep.
and like, oh, she be doing it to everybody, and then she came out and was like, I ain't never did, I wasn't, giving out my cat to all these dudes like y'all. I think what happens is, because sometimes I feel that way too, like I be feeling the desire to get a little proud and like boost myself
Prideful.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like it's not a healthy boost myself up though, and I'm gonna tell you how I know. Because it's like, it be what people say about me, like when people was dragging me, oh, you don't even know book, chapter from scripture verse. And it's like, I did know the book chapter and scripture verses. I would just be talking so fast,
Yeah.
that I made a mistake. So I started reading, my Bible all extra, and it was like, this is not how you was studying before. You wasn't studying before to
Mm-hmm.
prove to people, that you knew something. It was your genuine studying and, learning and asking questions in Bible study, or asking one of y'all on YouTube, what does this mean? Or, woo, woo, woo,
Right.
that you had the ability to gain the knowledge. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like some people, you know, I just was telling y'all, I feel like we get so consumed with people's opinions of calling us stupid.
Perception.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
calling us stupid, and and then it's like when people know, like for me, that, oh, she didn't even finish school. Sometimes I be feeling like, oh, they think I'm dumb anyway, so I'm not gonna talk about that, because if I say the wrong thing, they gonna be like, see, she just dumb, think she know it all. So I'm gonna say the spirit of insecurity is real,
Yes, it
especially
is.
when you got people attacking you. You always got people kind of waiting to pick you apart, you
That
know,
part.
when it comes to being on social media. Because I ain't no big old star like Cardi and Nicki. So I understand the pressure of, oh, you ain't gonna make me look stupid, but we can also make ourselves look stupid clapping back.
That's what I was gonna say. The
Because
the clap back be real, and then
yeah.
yeah, we was talking about that last night. How the trying to get rid of the will and the want to clap back. It just let people just look. and say what they want, because
Yeah.
hush, just because they say it, don't make it the truth, because people can be
Mm-hmm.
loud and wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's
And
where
that
I'm
and that's
trying to get
what
back to, that we are
Anaya
not.
just said. Them tweets is that they are like they are talking about each other's children.
Oh my
You know,
God.
yeah, they talking
Do
about
Nikki have any kids? I didn't know she had.
she got one son, just one.
Okay.
And Cardi has four, and then she's pregnant with her fifth child.
One on the way.
So yeah, so I was just relating to Cardi, but I feel like because she pregnant, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, Miss Mimi,
Might be super sensitive.
she got all that money. She just got out of court. It's like, sis, when is you gonna learn? And I'm not. I ain't gonna say I've always liked Cardi, because when
I
she was on
did,
Love and
because
Hip Hop.
I used to watch Love and Hip Hop New York, and she started out, she
Hmm.
was funny, she was witty, she was humble, but she was also hungry, and her career took out. But Cardi is a classic example of what does it profit a man, or a woman, to gain the whole world and still lose their soul, because she got all that money. She did everything. She has the ability to take care of her family, and
Hmm.
I love them, but she's still out here. Girl, if I had a fourth of what she had, I'll be sitting resting somewhere. I wouldn't care what these people said, because she's
Hmm.
accomplished everything that, from starting out in Love and Hip Hop. She wasn't even a star like it, but she ended up being a pop out star. So that goes
Yeah,
to tell you,
yeah.
what God
But
has for you is for you,
see,
and be
I'm gonna be honest
satisfied
with
with
you, Miss
it.
Mimi.
Hmm.
I didn't like Cardi because I didn't like the whole. Who was married? One of them was married, and Cardi is just used to do a lot of,
Was
I
it
can have you.
Richie?
Yeah, it
Rich
was
wasn't
one of them.
married, but he
It
had
was one of them.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like all of that. I could take your man. I didn't like that side of her. I
yeah.
didn't. I didn't. But I started liking Cardi. I want to say who want to party with Cardi? Cardi on a
What
what
was
you
the
say on a
popular song
party in
she
a
had?
dang. Why can't I remember the words? But I started liking her little jump up and down hit.
What
But
was the yellow? What was it? What was the song?
Bodak Yellow.
Yeah, Bodak Yellow.
Yeah,
That was my girl. That was my
yeah,
song right there, baby. I
yeah.
love.
Yeah, I liked her little songs,
Yeah.
but it's like I feel like she's had so much success, even
Yes.
though they've got her and not Future. What's that dude name? Offset got married,
Yeah. I see.
and he did. It's like Cardi, you have been like you are proof of like rags to
To
riches.
riches. Yes.
You've been blessed in so many ways, dog.
Yes.
Like these
Abundantly.
people are going to hate on you. And I'm not saying, that I'm just the best spokesperson for not clapping back. But it's like SBK said something like, do like when to do he's I can't remember what he said, but he made a point of like, you know, trying to talk people down, and then you just gotta let them go. Because I just be wondering to myself, who be trying to tell Cardi like, yo, you got you got money, fans, you know what I'm saying? You've had children with your husband who's not a pedophile. Okay, I just gotta throw that out there. Okay. It's like she
Oh, is
really
the other dude a pedophile?
Nicki Minaj. Yes, Miss Mimi. I thought you be
No, I
knowing
thought you
about
was
all this
talking. No,
stuff.
no, no. I thought we was talking about Cardi.
Yeah, no, Nicki Minaj's husband is the dude who he went to jail. That's why he on probation or whatever.
See, I don't
He
know
like
Cardi's.
he's a
Nikki's story like that. I didn't care
He's
for
a
it that much.
yeah, he's on the sex offenders
Oh,
registry, Miss Mimi. Yeah.
and she
Yeah.
married him. Was he on
Yes.
there? Oh my.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, Cardi, your husband is a cheater. Okay. Like if I had to do compete and comparison, okay. All right, yeah, my husband may cheat on me, but not with little girls. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's what Cardi did say. But listen, it's like,
Underage.
yeah,
It sounds so
it's
bad when
like
you say little girls, but
Yeah, right.
underage. Yeah.
Underage. Okay, so it's like Cardi. Okay, you got money. You had you waited till you got married to have your kids or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you going
Yeah.
through a divorce. You may have got pregnant by some other dude that's apparently a booty bandit or whatever. And when I say a booty bandit, Miss Me, they saying he like men. Okay, booty. But listen, girl, but listen. It's
Gosh.
it's
She
like
went from bad to worse. Girl, I can
it's
do bad out by myself. I'll sit down somewhere. If that,
but
I would have to really evaluate my choices in men and sit down somewhere. Like, as our girl would say, sit with yourself and evaluate your life and see what's really going on. If you keep picking these type of men, Jesus.
Anaya, I'm up here rolling. Cause I know Miss Mimi keep up with some of the stuff that be going on, but I ain't know she ain't know about Nikki and her situations like that.
No, I don't
But
care for Nikki like that. Mm-mm.
it's like why she doing this back and forth. You know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong. I understand when you beefing with somebody that you used to, look up to. It do hurt. Like you do be feeling some type of way. It's like, yo, I actually respected you. You know what I'm saying? But it's like one thing
Did
Cardi and
Cardi
I,
ever respect Nikki though? Cause
yeah, Miss,
I thought when they
Lord,
first
Miss
started
Mimi.
beefing, it no, because see, like when I first like start tuning into it, I was thinking I just saw the disrespect that Nikki was
Hmm.
doing, and not
That
Nikki,
that's why that's
Cardi,
why
and
that's
I
why
thought, oh,
yeah, that's why it's so like to me it's like Nikki, why you such a mean girl, to but they was saying that that's how Remy Ma was doing Nikki, but it's like no, Nikki, y'all, she just not humble to me. I feel
mm,
like, she don't give like
no,
remember
Nikki
when
do not. Mm-mm.
Lil Kim um
Right,
and
right.
how it's like everybody's like, oh, Lil Kim was doing it first.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lil Kim is adorable. Okay, when she was,
Well, she done
my,
messed herself up now. Oh,
yeah, but
child.
before she didn't,
She
but it's
like one of
like
the Jacksons.
I've never seen Too Strong. I don't know what's going on. You up here? Oh, hey, girl.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
We can hear
we
you
can
and
see you
see
too.
you. I see you, girl.
What is you doing?
Alright.
Don't be
How you,
staring at me
Listen,
seductively through the camera. I'm a
girl,
married woman, Amanda. I'm married.
how you doing this morning? Now I'm a married woman.
Yeah, I'm a married woman.
tell everybody that we trying to do things, and then you trying to start rumors and stuff. And they're gonna be like, "I'm not just trying to find." So no, we're not
Bye.
doing that. We're not.
Look too strong. Look too
We
strong.
are
Oh,
not doing that.
look too strong. They had a meet and greet, y'all. Y'all think they swinging? Y'all think they swing?
Oh, Jesus. Hell to the no, to the no, no, no.
No, no,
Hell no.
no,
To the
no,
no, no,
no.
no.
Too strong. You got
Yeah,
pretty eyes
yeah.
though.
Yeah.
You
He
got
Thank
got
beautiful
those
you.
eyes.
light
That's
brown eyes.
that, that's that Louisiana in me. I told y'all I'm a cool
Yeah.
nigga.
You know. But don't
No,
be looking
I'm
at
a
me like
Louisiana
that,
girl.
okay? In front of
You know
everybody.
you
Don't
like
don't
when
be
I
I'm going
doing
to
say
show
that.
shit
y'all
like that.
my green eyes.
That's how you know I'm serious. Serious.
Do people be
I'm
asking you,
serious.
do you have contacts in? I get that all the time.
Yeah. They actually
I
is
I've been
that
asked
mine?
that.
I'm like, who eyes is they? Who eyes is
I,
they? If they ain't mine?
yeah, I don't get contacts. I get are those your lashes? That's what people say to me. Yeah.
Oh, oh yeah. Now I use that. It's like like the eyeliner. Oh, was it? Is it? Look, what is it? It's one of them. Estee Lauder. They got the primer that you put on your lashes first, and you pull those lashes out, and baby, then you put their
Yes.
mascara on, baby. They be popping. You ain't even
That's
have
my
to.
favorite kind of mascara, Miss Mimi.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I have never had to wear lashes because I wore that type of mascara because you get two of them. Dang it. I have to go in there and look. But yeah. But yeah, they ask me all the time. Here's the famous question. Are you mixed with something? No.
Didn't I ask you that?
You
Okay.
Look,
did.
Miss Mimi. Wait, say no again. Say.
No. Are you mixed with something? And no.
Me, you do like you do look
Listen, my
like
daddy is lighter than me. but he's from these. Now y'all know I'm from Tennessee, and them people up in those mountains mixed with them lighter skinned folks, the cousins up there, and he is lighter than me, but his
Mm-hmm.
eyes are sky blue.
Mm.
They used to call him Bluebird in high school. You know, my dad, but he's got a reddish, when he get a tan and stuff, but he's light like that. And my
Too
mama
strong.
is too
Fix
strong
your fix
complexion.
your fix your mic too strong because we
Yeah,
can't
it's
hear
going
you.
in and out. Yeah. And my mama is too strong complexion. And
Oh,
then you got me that I always felt like I got left on the doorstep because I didn't look like
I'm
nobody.
rolling.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
gonna have to
Oh,
come back.
yeah. It might be her Wi-Fi. She's probably on her phone, and then her Wi-Fi be trying to pick up.
Miss Mimi, why my stupid self try to one day when I was outside, girl? I'm forgetting that StreamYard run through the Wi-Fi, right?
You trying to walk and be.
Girl, I tried to turn my Wi-Fi off to use my cell phone data, and
Yeah.
it didn't work. And I was like, wait, I'm
It
stupid.
didn't go to the tower.
Yeah, nah, it was like this ain't it's like connect to your Wi-Fi so your audience can hear you clearly. I'm like, oh,
Oh
okay.
my. Say this
Sister,
what's happening right now. This what y'all trying to do. Say something. We can hear you now.
yeah, say something.
Uh,
y'all know I'm traveling. I'm somewhere stopped. You know I had to hit the
Oh, I
panel because
forgot.
I
I forgot.
love
Yeah,
y'all
that is
so.
right. That is right. You out. You
Yeah,
Oh
trying
you
yeah,
to?
know
you
I love
driving.
y'all so
Yeah,
much.
you traveling.
I'm not driving now. I'm stopped somewhere right now. But you
Oh,
know I
okay.
love y'all. You know I can't go without hitting no good. You know how y'all hear the
Yeah.
Okay.
highway.
You drive
Okay.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, you
We
drive
love you.
safe. Traveling mercy is a grace, and we do
I
love it.
love y'all. I'm on the track. I'm not supporting. They ain't kick me to the curb now, y'all. Bang, bang,
Bye.
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 Bye,
Bye.
Drew
Bye. Love
Jr.
you.
Bye.
I wasn't even supposed to be up here that long. I just was coming to talk, and now look, I'm up here with you. Well, I'm gonna let you get back to your show. You want me to let you get down?
Oh, you
Too
just gonna
strong.
leave? You gonna
I'm
leave
gonna
me
stay.
because
Okay,
Too
I stay
Strong
up
left
here.
me? Nah, see
No,
this how
I stay
y'all
up
see how
here.
they do me? Y'all see how they do me?
No,
But no, I'm just playing.
I enjoy talking. So hey,
But what was I finna say?
I
What was I
forgot where
finna say?
where we was
Yeah,
at.
I forgot where we was at too. Miss Scorpio mama she said she said I ran my lashes off when I got my divorce from crying. She said she was crying with joy. I'm rolling. And then
Uh,
Anaya say my lashes thin from wearing strip lashes. I need some latisse now. Is
they
that's the
say
stuff
they
that
do
make
that,
your
make them
yeah,
thin.
it make them grow. The latisse make them grow. I be scared of
Mhm.
stuff like that. I be thinking it's gonna make me blind.
Cause when
Ooh,
people take them lashes off, they face look like they missing something because they don't be having no lashes.
but wait, Miss Mimi, do you know I used to perm my eyebrows, girl?
Why?
Because
Girl, didn't that burn?
no, I used to perm. I used
Oh
to perm
no.
my eyebrows when you perm your edges and your hair and stuff. And
No,
I
you
put a little
didn't.
yes, girl. I used to put a little perm on my eyebrows, so my eyebrows be nice and straight. And I think it was my auntie was like, "You gonna blind your dang on self?
With
Put
that
some
lie.
perm." Yeah, and I was like, "It no, I'm not," cause like you wipe it off. I used to wipe it off with a towel, take a warm towel and wipe it off, so it don't run all down my face.
Oh no,
But
my. Oh
yeah,
no.
you just take a little perm, put it across you. I used to do some dangerous stuff. I
That's
still
very
wanna.
dangerous.
Yeah, I still wanna perm, not perm. I still be wanting to dye my eyebrows when I dye my hair you know.
No,
So
man.
I've been thinking about doing that, because I want to dye my hair chocolate brown for the fall. And because I've done burnt orange,
Uh-huh.
uh the dark red 99J burgundy hair color. So now
Uh-huh.
it's time for me to do chocolate brown. And then
The
after my
almond would
hair
be pretty like that. How they do the low
that's the
lights,
yeah, that's
like
the
the
burnt orange.
ombre. Yeah, the
Yeah, I did.
ombre.
But after my hair grow back out, I want to put some blonde highlights in the
Front.
just like in the front with the chocolate brown.
Oh, that'll be
Not
pretty. Like
not not
going
yeah,
down the
not
front.
yeah, not blonde blonde, but like I'm gonna say honey blonde. I
Yeah,
want to do that color because I'm like, I didn't play with red, orange, burnt orange, auburn,
baby,
but
I used
it's
to
time.
keep
Yeah,
mine blonde back in the day, honey. That
you did.
strawberry,
I thought you
yeah,
was a, I thought you was a red girl. Bright
that
red.
strawberry blonde. No, that red, it washes me out for some reason. That red make me look like Bozo the Clown. Mm. I use a
I can't.
softer, what?
I can't wait for Gemma to get older because I want to color her hair red because she light. I think she'd look so pretty with it. Not bright red, but
Do a strand
red.
test before you do it. Don't color her whole head red. Just do a little strand
Why
test.
not?
Do not do that to that baby. Wait to see. Do a little strand test to see if she gonna like it. Cause she once you put a permanent color, she's stuck with it.
Well, no, because the hair color grows out your head.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I'm saying?
you know how long it take for, especially if she got long hair.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's gonna take her forever to grow out. You'll be having to cut it to no, don't do that. Let her do it. You got listen. Let
She
her.
gon' oh she gonna want to do it. Trust me. I had to talk Jenny out of she wanted to color her hair pink, but my auntie put the clay, the new type of
Yeah.
clay color. I forgot what it is
Or
in
use
her
that
in the hair where
spray-in color that you can get.
it's wax. It's a wax. Because they be wanting to color their hair and stuff. They like putting all them little strings in their hair with the sparkles and stuff. I'm
Girl,
like,
times
yeah,
have changed because you know honey, our mama didn't last. We couldn't even wear stockings. You know what I'm saying? We had
I'm
to work,
rolling.
girl, and we dare not try to
Stockings
wear stockings. Y'all don't even wear pantyhose no more.
printed. You talking about the printed ones? Because I like the
No,
printed
no.
stockings.
Back when we wore stockings.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? Them browns and nudes or whatever color you be.
But
What
no,
we
I thought y'all had to wear them to church.
That's what I'm talking about. But we didn't wear them to. Girl, it was back in the day. Makeup was a no. High
Mm-hmm.
heels, no. Certain
Mm.
things we just couldn't do, honey. But times have
I'm
changed.
surprised. I'm surprised at the stockings. Cause I thought
That
them was.
ass,
I
where
thought
Miss
them was
Alice
for.
at?
I thought them was for sanctified women who weren't supposed to be showing their legs.
Ask,
That's all.
you see what Scorpio mom
Miss,
said? No, Vaughn. Ask
what?
Miss Scorpio. No,
Miss,
we should not wear
Miss
no stuff.
Alice. Y'all couldn't wear stockings, girl. I
No,
could see the printed ones, but regular
N-
stockings.
no, honey, no stockings or high heels.
Y'all sure be wearing them now with them old church sandals. Boy, I can't stand that
I do
look.
not
I
wear
ain't.
stockings with sandals. That is horrible and hideous.
I can't stand that look. Honest to God, I can't.
Toes
I'll be like,
all out. No.
Miss Mimi. My grandma put me one summer. She put me on some of her clothes, you
Uh-uh.
know, and my auntie was so mad. Oh, she was so mad because I had on some stockings with some sandals, y'all.
No,
Oh,
ma'am.
oh, it was horrible. Talking about
Did
she
you
don't need to
tell
be
her no,
dressing like that.
Granny?
Girl, of course I didn't say no. I was just looking real sad. And then she gave me like some plantation braids. My auntie was like, no, we not.
Girl asked Kaya. She said, "Mama." She go back and look at my pictures, her pictures. She said, "Mama, my parts was all crooked." I was like,
Yeah.
"Girl, I did the best I could." I said, "Honey, cause I started out braiding real good and real tight." And girl, by the time my hands, I be like Fred Sanford. My hands all twisted up with them darn braids. So yeah, she be like, "Oh, Mama, look how you just had my hair." I was, "Girl, you was fine."
Girl. My mama had me nice and fly, but my grandma she didn't like some of the clothes I would wear because, I was coming
Now
into,
I had her nice and
well,
fly, but her hair, Kaya had a lot
yeah,
of hair.
yeah, but them plantation braids, and then she would put barrettes and bows at the end of, had
Yes,
me looking a fool, child. It was like, this is not
barrettes
cute.
and bows, beads.
Ah, like, no. And then want to put me in them old mother of the church outfits with the stock. Like, no, okay, we don't dress like this no more. No, okay, mm. I will say when I've noticed when people have older moms that's when, like, cause I know somebody, y'all, okay, and it's like, man, why do you dress like that? Okay. Oh, this how my mom told me how to dress. But you're not supposed to dress like your mom. Okay. If our moms ain't supposed to dress like us, okay, we not supposed to dress like them either. I just gotta keep it real. All right. We not doing it. But Miss Mimi, where you go? She said, y'all better listen. I'm here to drop gems. I hear you, Scorpio mama, but I like me some hair color, okay? I really do. I really like color in my hair. But I haven't colored my hair in, because so the last color grew out. I'm gonna say it's been about 2 years since I put some color in my hair. But I'm finna color my hair brown. I gotta move on to another color before I start, seeing some grays up in here. And then, when you color your hair, once you got gray hair, it be more lighter than the hair color you got if you doing a color, not if you doing black though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. Miss Mimi probably got a phone call. And yeah, beads are coming back. Well, they done made a big comeback because I put beads in Jenny's hair, and I still put bobos and stuff in their hair, but I don't believe in the plantation braid looks. Okay, all right, we're just not doing that. She said, "Yeah, I figured you got a phone call, Miss Mimi, but I don't believe in sending my girls to school looking like they belong in a black and white photo. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. But I ain't gonna talk about all the hairstyles I detest because I don't want to offend nobody. I don't know who be wearing what. Okay. But it's just some hairstyles I'm not doing. Okay. She said I have to go, everyone. Okay, Miss Alice, I love you. You enjoy your day, boo. But y'all look, okay. All I was coming on here to say is, I like Cardi, and I just feel like Nikki just, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I'm not in a place where I dislike her. She just kind of annoys me. Because I feel like she only pop out, to cause some type of argument, or I'm better than you. And I just don't really care for people like that. And that's just my own, like I really don't. And y'all know what's so crazy? I like Sagittarius. I do. And I feel like if somebody come for you, of course you, like, I feel like if Cardi would have said something, crazy to her first, it's totally warranted. Let these, chicks know, you the queen. You know what I'm saying? You've been selling records for forever. But I just feel like this was just unnecessary. And I'm not saying Cardi innocent, because she definitely a troublemaker too. Okay. And that's why I didn't always really care for her. But it's like, what did this album have to do with Nicki Minaj at all, period? What did it have to do with her? She wasn't sneak dissing her. She was sneak dissing her ex-husband, all his hoes. Okay. All right. The ops. You know what I'm saying? What did it have to do with you? But I do feel that, um, social media is kind of like, because it's like all this being able to talk about somebody's child and nobody getting slid on is crazy to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, both of y'all are mothers. Y'all, and it's like, why rich people? When I see rich people beefing y'all, it be like, man, like Anaya said, I be chilling. I be straight chilling. Like, there's nothing to be unhappy about. Okay, you got money. Okay, you can go on a vacation. Somebody stress you out, man. I'm finna go on vacation. Like, I'm not finna respond to no internet thugs. Okay, I'm not finna do that. I'm finna go on vacation, take pictures, make you hate on me. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm finna start doing. Okay, all right. Every time somebody get on my nerves, I'm gonna schedule a vacation. I'm gonna start planning a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Let your haters be your motivators. That's really how I'm feeling these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But mm, I feel like Cardi just needs to count her blessings and not her ops, because she responds to every little thing somebody say about her. And I just think she's above that now. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And it ain't about the money. It's about the fact that everybody thought she wasn't gonna be nothing. We was talking about her mouth and how loud and ratchet and ghetto she is. And it's like you got your teeth fixed, okay? You know what I'm saying? You didn't got married, you done had all these kids, you have a wonderful family support system. Nicki Minaj does not have family. She don't have a support system like that. You know what I'm saying? You got your mama, your sister, your cousins. And I'm gonna just keep it real, y'all, and say I've been counting my blessings around here lately. I have my mother's support. You know what I'm saying? I have my siblings' support. You know, um, it's like I have aunties. You know, all of my fathers are still alive. Stepfather, biological father, stepfather. It's like blessed. I have godmothers. Okay, I have a whole tribe of aunts. You know what I'm saying? A tribe of grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? In-laws. Like sometimes you gotta count your blessings. Children who are alive and healthy. You just gotta count your blessings. Like, and I mean that. Like I said, I'm not the spokesperson for not crashing out. But when you see people are against you, they don't like you, they preying on your downfall, they happy to see you get cussed out, mistreated, thirsty for an opportunity to say, see, I told you so. It's like, don't nobody care about that because I have more people for me than I have against me in real life and on social media. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know me. I'm quick to go live and be like, I saw you and you thinking, and I saw this and I know that. But it's like, do that for what? I'm really truly trying to elevate in life. And what I've learned is we block our blessings when, you know, you're paying more attention to the negative than the positive. You know what I'm saying? When you got all these people wanting to see you do good, wanting you to, succeed in life, why are you paying attention to people that want you to fail? You know? And that's not easy for me to say out loud because I definitely be giving, more negative attention. But it's like since I've been trying this new thing, and once again, it's you know, one one day at a time. Cause I definitely be talking a little crazy, but then I be asking myself like, you know, why is any of that so? It's not important. It's not feeding me. It's not bringing me no more money in the house. It's just stressing me out, causing me grief when I could be focusing on how to make myself better and be a better mother to my children, a better wife to my husband, a better daughter to my mother, a better sister to my brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, how can I get myself together in the best way possible? You know, what can I add to my daily routine? What can I take away from my, daily routine? What can I add to make me better and subtract what is bringing me down? You know, but I really just, I don't want to be no older because, to some young people, y'all, I'm older than them. I'm old. Okay. I got 4 kids and a husband, baby. You know, I'm auntie status. I really am 4 times an aunt, by the way. But um, yeah, I don't want to look at no younger person and, mishandle them, get them bad advice, hating on them on the low. Like, and that's really why I wanted to start at the Women Empowerment Channel because it's like, yo, if we all really came together and supported each other, you know, hey girl, how you do this, how you do that, you know, the world would be such a better place. But and I will say this too, sometimes people only want to be on your boat or whatever to, drill holes in it. So you gotta be careful with that too. But I just said all this to say, y'all, I'm working on myself and my character and not crashing out on social media. And I'm seeing a whole lot of crashing out on social media. And it's like, yo, okay, we got to do better. Like for real. I know I can do a whole lot better. Reading the room, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, huh, I'm finna go on a whole. She say somebody called my mama. Yeah, like it's definitely something in the air. It seemed like people will pick at you when you just, and that's really why I feel bad for Cardi because it's like, bro, do you realize that they only picking on you because they know you're going to respond? I've seen this happen with Cardi over and over and over again. They know you will pop off. Give me some money, okay? You hear me, Lord? Give me some money, okay? I promise you I'll never come outside. Anaya, look, I'm finna go pray. Be like, Lord, give me some millions, okay? And honestly, y'all, I don't even do I need yeah, I need millions. I got 4 kids, okay? I told somebody the other day, y'all, I just want $200,000. They was like, Vaughn, that ain't enough money. I'm pretty sure yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I'm talking about. But I just need $200,000, sis. That's all. She was like, no, sis, you need more than that. I'm like, I'm be honest, y'all. All right. I'm a little smart, okay? But that's look, I was like, sis, that's all I need to buy, buy a house. She like, no, sis, you got 4 kids, okay? And it was like, yeah, you know what, you right, okay, I do. So yeah, Lord, just give me like 2 million, okay? Anaya, okay, look, let me put this on the screen. Let me go ahead and manifest that, okay, in the mighty name of Jesus. Lord, you give me $2 million. I promise you, I would never come outside again. I wouldn't even yell at nobody in my real life. I'd be so at peace. Anaya. Y'all, my pastor said, well, I ain't gonna tell y'all what happened, but he was just saying he was praying. Something happened. He told us what happened, y'all. But he my pastor and y'all wasn't there. Even though it's on social media too, but it's not my story to tell, and it really wasn't funny. But he made a joke in the middle of it, because it was like real heavy. But he was like, man, all I could do was call on God. All I could do was call on Jesus. And he said, y'all, I made some promises too. I hollered because I'm like, yo, I know that type of prayer. When it's like, Lord, you get me up out of this, or Lord, you get me through this. Lord, please don't do this to me. I will never. It's like them kind of prayers be hitting because you be so serious. Like, look, okay, you got me, Lord. I got you. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Cherokee. So she said, yeah, the begging mentally. I'm just saying, okay. All right. Lord, give me about $2 million. Okay. I promise you, I won't come outside on nobody else. Okay. But I said all that to say, y'all, I'm not good, with but I ain't trying to be like a a a billionaire. I don't need no mansion. I just need a upstairs and a downstairs, no basement. You know what I'm saying? A nice garage, a yard. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need, Lord. Okay. And, pay my house off. You know what I'm saying? Take care of my kids. You know, buy me and Jim, some nice cars. You know what I'm saying? We good. That's all we need. I ain't got to do a whole bunch of shopping. I could just shop for the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm asking for small stuff. Y'all, let me get off this live. I ain't trying to stun on nobody, Lord. I just want to take care of my family. You know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody comfortable. Have, my mama someplace to come visit. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all, my mama bougie. She like to visit us. My grandma got a whole bedroom. My mama still like to go to the hotel, but if it's like if we not doing too much, because if y'all know my mama, y'all, she real. She love her own space. If we not doing too much, she'll stay the night. But she be like, no, I gotta go to the hotel. Be like, girl, you so bougie. But I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I love it for my mom. She's blessed. I love that she's able to live comfortably. When you see your mom go through stuff and work hard, you know, and we call it the struggle, y'all. And I gotta be honest, y'all. I can't say it was really seeing my mom struggle. I saw her fight. And when I say fight, I'm not talking about physically. I'm talking about fight to keep a roof over our head, clothes on our back, throw us birthday parties, give us Christmas, keep our hair done. Because I was crazy about keeping my hair done, get my nails done. Like my mom did all of that. And I just got to keep it real and say, y'all, I was a bad kid and I didn't deserve half the stuff she made happen, but she made it happen. Okay. She said, now God knows you love shopping. He'll throw in an extra just that. Look, Anaya, okay? Be like, here you go, my child. Go ahead and get that Louis bag. Even though y'all want to know something, my dream luxury bag is not a Louis. I really want like what is that? Chanel. And I want the Chanel because it's plain. I really don't like all the patterns on purses. I like all my purses. Like I have a Michael Kors bag, y'all, that's pink, and it just says Michael Kors one time, and is it embroidery? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like the 3D gold where it comes up off the purse. But like, I really want to have like you know but I still buy from Coach, y'all. I like Coach. Like my Coach book bag does have Coach all over it, but I only got it because it was pink. It's like pink and brown, but I prefer my my like handbags and anything name brand for you not to know it's name brand. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I really don't need Louis, but if I got rich, y'all would see me in a lot of like Chanel and who's that, Dior. Um yeah, y'all would, but mostly Chanel because I really am into that high class. And y'all remember the Coco Chanel lady? She was like real high class. Yeah. And I'm not saying Louis Vuitton is low class. I'm saying, excuse me, y'all, I'm not big on prints and stuff like that. I kind of like, yeah, I think y'all understand me. I like to be seen, but you know, when I want to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I look at my clothes. It's like I like it to be cute, you know, simple, and at least one thing on my body to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all an example. Y'all saw that outfit of me for my birthday, okay? So my Barbie sweater, it said Barbie all over it, but everything else was just plain. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know. So yeah, I don't know why I'm explaining all this to y'all, but yeah, and I'm big on accessories though. I like sunglasses and costume jewelry. It can be real jewelry or costume. It really don't matter. My shades really ain't gotta be name brand. Cause I like buying shades from anywhere. If they cute, I'm gonna be like, oh snap. But my favorite place to buy shades from, y'all, is Aldo. I love buying my sunglasses from Aldo. Okay. Yeah, Scorpio mama fighting and keep. But yeah, y'all, but that's all I got. Okay. Let our haters be our motivators. Okay. There's nothing wrong with standing up for yourself. But and y'all know here's the thing too. I'm still learning to pick my battles. Like, so it's like when I see, Cardi out here fighting all the time, I be like, oh, I just want you to win. They're like, oh, but she racist against us. She said black women was roaches. I don't know who she was beefing with. Okay. I don't know who her op was at the time, but she wasn't talking about me. Okay. All right. Now, I will say I didn't appreciate the comment, but let's not be acting like us black girls don't be out here calling folks all out their name. Okay. Because we do. All right. I'm gonna be honest with y'all though. I've said more. I ain't got to say all that. But all right, y'all, I'm finna go. All right, Anaya. You want to start a fasting and praying club, okay, on manifesting our riches. Come on now, let's go shopping together, girls. And I'm trying to think. It's another brand I like. I said Dior, Christian Dior, Chanel, and who else? Who else I like, y'all? Tiffany. I am a Tiffany's girl. Y'all, Tiffany then went up. Y'all been on the Tiffany website? I was on there looking because I was gonna ask Jim to buy me something for my birthday that's coming up. And baby, they took our little 150, because I want to say the necklaces went up 125, then they went to 150. I'm counting the years because for a minute every year I got something from Tiffany, whether it's from my auntie or my husband. Okay. So they went from 125, 150, 175, was it 200, 220, 250. Now the necklaces, y'all, are $1,900, $2,100, $1,500. The bracelets, the earrings, everything then went up over $1,000. Okay, they have definitely went up because I want to say so 2015, no 20, we gonna say 2013, 2025. So it's been what, 15 years? No, it's been, when did she buy me that necklace? 2012, 2010. I don't know, y'all. All I know, no, Anaya, yeah, they went up bad because the last necklace she bought me, I know it was $200. Okay. And the last bracelet he bought me was, I think, three. But y'all, now it's over, it's over $1,000. Yeah. Mhm. 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 They didn't went up. It's like they didn't went up bad. So that's why I'm like, y'all, I need a job. Okay. I can't be living like this. Okay. All right. I cannot be living like, okay, Halo, how are you, honey? But yeah, they definitely they didn't went up. Like even some of the costume jewelry I was wearing that was like sterling sil, that's what not sterling silver. Y'all, Tiffany is sterling silver. Since when is sterling silver over $1,000? Okay. Now some of it is real gold, is all, what is it, 100% gold or whatever, because they have the silver and the gold option. The gold has always been more expensive than the sterling silver. So I don't know if it's costing these people more to make it or what. You never liked jewelry, Scorpio mama? And see, I had plans for when we bought a house to put my Tiffany flutes up in the china cabinet, and I was gonna buy the other crystals, the Tiffany stuff. I can't afford that no more, y'all. They didn't make this stuff. They took stuff from like $500, $300 to dang near a down payment on a house. Okay, I be feeling like they don't want us black folks to wear their stuff. Okay, that's how I be feeling. Cause who can afford this? But all right, y'all, let me get up off here. But what I was about to say was even some of the plated gold and silver little boutiques that I shop at online have gone up ridiculously. I'm actually happy I don't have a job because I'm telling you, I be spending all my little check making sure I look good on my off days, child. Okay. When I show up to my family events and we got to throw kids' birthday parties, I wouldn't have no money. Okay. She said, I'm free. I'm a free bird. Scorpio mama, I love jewelry. I don't care if it's real, fake. I be tripping sometimes and I'll fall asleep in my little costume jewelry and then wake up itching, you know, skin all irritated, but it's worth the risk when you look good. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm finna go. Y'all enjoy y'all day. So the message for today is okay, we are picking our battles. Okay. We are picking our battles. We are going high. Okay. Not low. Okay. Y'all know I'm always open for some shade. Okay. Or a little dig. But I gotta keep it real with y'all. I'm working on that. Okay, because I like to be funny. I love to laugh. And I ain't gonna just act like I just be ignoring my whole ops, okay? That's a lie. But the truth is, they're not my main focus, you know, anymore. And it does take practice, and you just gotta push yourself. You really do. You gotta push yourself. So with that being said, I'm finna go because I need to go push myself. And I love y'all, and I will see y'all later. Okay? Bye.